Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Allen now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, he's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
3 down. Check. 5 wide. Shit.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Play action. Now Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Here's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. Completes it to Hardman. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mecole Hardman, 49 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Under 10, 10. General West. Alert. Safe.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Alert. Watch out. X3, 218, chopper. Check 52. Hatchet. Hey, alert. What do you have?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. On 3rd down, Trubisky going for it all. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DJ Moore, 26 yards, and the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 24-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
56. Hey, Echo.
Allen going to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Mike. Mike 5-4. Defense wins champions. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Allen to throw once more. He gets it to Cooks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up.
Let's put that team on the butt. Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch gears.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Watch the safety creep.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is caught. He hits more. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. A first down carry for Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sterling Shepard. 75 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. He's coming.
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Miami.
Allen now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Allen now looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Go ahead, go. Pass 85, pass 85. It's got mine 50. Hey, wahoo!
Now Allen again. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
In your face.
A final shot before half for Allen. And this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. On 2nd down now. Barkley, he'll get only a couple down to the 44. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Trubisky will throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside.
Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Dolphins have got it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now it's Trubisky. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mecole Hardman. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On third and long, it's Allen. Finds his tight end, Ingram. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Going for it on fourth down. Allen. This is caught. It's Cooks. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Allen now on first down. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, his throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Alert!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. They've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Sit up. 180. Mike 57. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
On 1st down, Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Alert, alert.
At the
Alert, alert.
42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky will get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
64, weak.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll go to Barkley again, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
54,
Out of the gun, Trubisky completes it to Hardman. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now Trubisky to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Back to throw. McMillan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his man. That's Hardman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Got a man open. It's Ross. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Allen to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. 56.
Fournette running out of the gun and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.